The modern game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a strategic trading card game that combines elements of strategy, deck building, and intense dueling, which has evolved significantly since its inception, incorporating new mechanics, card types, and rule changes. The modern game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not only about strategy, but it's also about creativity, deck innovation, and adapting to an ever-changing metagame. At times, these innovations come in the form of cards with effects overlooked at first, until they resurface with no intentions but to get an easy win over your opponent. But what if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a restart? Could this game be revised with the benefit of hindsight? If so, what would the game look like? These are the questions I wish to answer. Join Cody and myself as we create custom packs based on the originals, but change certain rarities of cards as well as eliminating others to make sure their toxic behavior never see a game mat. Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Revision Series. How's it going, guys? We're back again with another episode of the Revision Series. Like always, I'm joined here with Cody. Cody, how are you doing today?
Fantastic, buddy.
How's your morning so far?
Well, it's basically 5 o'clock p.m. for me right now at 9:40 in the morning. So, pretty good.
That third shift life.
You got it.
Do you have any breakfast?
Yeah, a little bit.
What'd you have?
Sheets.
Sheets?
Yeah.
Respectable.
That'll localize where we're at for you guys. It'll put us in a 4 or 5 state area.
I made 2 eggs this morning with some toast.
Nice.
A little bit of hot sauce on those eggs. Spice it up a little.
Oh yeah, dude, I get the same breakfast sandwich there every time now. I get the flatbread, the chicken sausage, egg whites, cheddar cheese, and then I get a combination of ketchup and buffalo sauce. Good stuff.
Yeah. Could say that it's excellent. Before we get started, just want to say, if you like the video, like, comment down below. We want to see your feedback. Also, hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date for more content just like this. We are a smaller channel, so every like, comment, and subscribe that you leave helps us tremendously, and we really appreciate it. With all that out of the way, let's just go over the card by card. So for today's episode, we decided to do the same thing as last week's episode, where we combined 2 packs. This was very similar to the last time that we did this, where both packs just had too much. Too much stuff that we had to keep.
Far too much.
It was either pretty good, like, simple generic cards to, like, kind of like staple cards to actually go with very specific archetypes. And we wanted to keep those archetype cards around as well, just because later down the road, they're just going to get more stuff.
Well, we figured when we were done, too. We had, what, like 5 new archetypes in this double pack?
Yeah, I think after we made up everything, ran it over one more time, we saw that, yeah, there's like 5 archetypes in all of this.
Which is way too much for 2 20 card packs.
Yeah, because
we would have never fit that all.
It was like 2 in one pack and then 3 in the other.
So, man, I'm looking. Some of them, like the Gladiator Beasts, probably would have been a pack on their own or more.
Yep.
The Venom cards, Chrysalis and Cloudian, that'd be a pack right there. So
if we were only going to keep certain archetypes just for, potential play value when it comes to competitive nature, like, I guess, like, we could have just completely exiled the Cloudians.
Yeah, stay in the sky where you belong.
Yeah, but keeping it this way, if we, draw enough Cloudians and we want to actually explore it for ourselves, we could. It's just all about variety. All right, for the secret rares, we have the Gladiator Beast Fusion and Heraclinos. A non-once per turn Omni Negate, pretty much. All you have to do is just discard a card.
Spell and traps, no monsters though.
Oh, well,
yeah,
still pretty good.
It's a buy negate.
And our other secret is the Elemental Hero Plasma Vice. This was a what was it again? It does piercing, and it's also a pop, I think.
Yeah, I have it right here. So it does piercing, and you can discard a card. Target one attack position monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. That is also not once per turn. So that's how you get your duo there. You get your Heracles, or your Hercules.
Yeah,
is what I'm gonna call him. He can do spell and traps, and then Plasma Vice can do monsters.
Right. So 2 very scary cards. 2 cards that are going to be actually hard to bring out, but not impossible.
Oh, especially Plasma Vice, because you'd have to use Miracle Fusion.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah. For some of our ultra rares, we have some of the new hero cards and evil heroes. We have a new Gemini monster and Ill Blood. We have Necroface. That card's annoying on Master Duel. We have some new Six Samurai support in the Chancellor. We finally have the introduction of Rainbow Dragon, and we have a new reptile boss monster in Venomaga. I'm not even going to try to.
I think it's Venomanaga.
Too many N's and M's.
Do. Phenomenon. Do.
Jesus.
Come on.
I would say that she's a pretty cool card. She's like has a built-in effect that's an instant win con that involves having to put counters on her, which the whole like deck pretty much does that. For some of our supers, we have another evil hero card in the Lightning Golem, another evil hero card in Malicious Edge. I know that card's going to be a favorite with Cody. We have the King Venom card. You have to destroy this card to bring out the chick.
We have some interesting fire support with Royal Firestorm Guard.
Yep, we have another fire support card in that. We have a couple of the other Cloudian cards in here. Double Summon, Soul Taker. Those are just generic cards. Test Tiger, which is pretty good for Gladiator Beast. For the rare section, we have the introduction of Snake Rain, a card that yet to this day is not broken enough for some reason. Konami, we need better reptiles. We have some other additional Gladiator Beast in Laquari and the blue one. I forget his name.
Rare cards.
Yeah. We also have the introduction of Neos Alias, a card that still sees plenty of day for Edison format. We also have Necrogarna. So this card could actually come up if either one of us decide to play on a light dark or just a deck that mills. Finally, the commons. This is the bulk of the lot. We have so much stuff in here. We have a lot of the other Gladiator Beast cards. We have pretty much like the rest of the Venom cards in here with like the field spell and the monsters. We have additional Cloudian cards with the monsters, spells, and traps. We have the Crystallis cards. This was honestly like an archetype that we were thinking about just cutting all together, but we had the space for it, so we just threw them in here. And Cody actually has like a pretty good collection for heroes, so if anyone's going to get this strategy to work, maybe he can. So Cody, overall, what are your thoughts on this pack that we have created today?
I'm interested to see the new archetypes in play. I will be completely honest with you. I've never played with any of these archetypes at all. Like, I had heard of Gladiator Beasts. I'd heard of the Crystallis monsters. I've never heard of Cloudians before. I knew of the Venom cards, but I'm interested to see how the pools go and then how or what I can make with them.
Right.
If anything. If the pools suck, I'll just avoid it, but...
Yeah, I guess it does come down to the polls, but I think, again, like, we did a pretty good job when it comes to structuring the rarities for these cards to where, like, even if you don't get, like, the supers or ultras that you're looking at for, like, a specific archetype, you probably pulled enough in the rares and commons to still build a functioning deck around said archetype.
There has to be a world where eventually we'll get polymerization and then we can finally play Ojama Knight.
I can play Ojama Knight.
Yeah, I mean, instant fusion's a thing.
Not going to be a great target, but it's there.
Locking down 2 monster zones ain't bad.
It's just going to die, though. Yeah, overall, I think that this is a pretty exciting pack. We have so many options to choose from this, and some of them are very interesting in terms of how they get played out. You know, you got your Gladiator Beasts that like to go to the battle phase. You have Cloudians that like to just put fog counters on everything, and they can't be destroyed by battle. You got the Venom cards, which is like a control strategy. You're trying to get Venom counters put on your cards and your opponent's cards, but only your opponent cards really suffer the side effects of getting those counters on them. Yeah, overall, pretty excited about this pack. What do you say? Should we get into the game?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, how's it going? We're back again after our pulls. And I gotta tell you, it seems we've kind of time traveled a bit. You know, we kind of went back to some ancient times where sports were played with people of lesser societal standing. We'll put it that way for now. You probably already know where I'm going with this. We're playing Gladiator Beasts. My pulls were insanely favorable to Gladiator Beasts. I pulled almost every single card you can for that archetype. It's kind of insane, which did come at the detriment of some of the cards I was looking for, but we won't go there. So to start off, I have one copy of Alexander. The trick with the gladiator beasts is that they all gain effects if they're special summoned by the effects of other gladiator beasts. And then at the end of the battle phase, if it attacked or was attacked, they get shuffled back into my deck and special summon one gladiator beast monster. Alexander, his special effect is if he's special summoned by the effect of a gladiator beast, he's unaffected by the effects of spell cards. Bestiari, 3 copies of him. If he is special summoned, I can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy the target. 3 copies of Dimakari. If he's special summoned, it can make 2 attacks during each battle phase, which is very nice. 3 copies of Hoplamus. So this is a mostly defensive one. When he comes out by a special summon, he becomes 2400 defense rather than 2100. Now we get into some of the important ones for the strategy. Laquari, the gladiator beast, I have 2 of him. He's required for the boss monster in the extra deck. If he's special summoned out, he becomes 2100 attack. Murmillo, if this is special summoned out, target one face-up monster, destroy it. Secutor, so this Secutor's effect is a little different. It can only be triggered if he's special summoned, and he doesn't have a special one other than the drawing out other gladiator beast monsters. He gets to draw out 2 of them, so he's a little different, and he's a little harder to pull off in that case because he's also very weak, and I need him not to die. But we're going to hopefully be able to pull that off with a trap card down there. 2 copies of Spartacus. So with this one, if he's special summoned, I can add 1 gladiator beast equipped spell card from deck to hand. Going into the back row now, we have 3 copies of the field spell, Colosseum Cage of Gladiator Beasts. So every time a monster is special summoned to either player's field from deck, I get a counter on this card. And then for each counter on the card, all Gladiator Beast monsters gain 100 attack and defense. And if this card would be destroyed by card effect, I can discard 1 other Colosseum Cage of Gladiator Beast to prevent it from being destroyed. Now into equip spells. I honestly don't think I've played equip spells ever in this series. If I have, it hasn't been since episode like 1 or 2. But yeah, we have 3 copies of Gladiator Beast Battle Gladius. So this gets equipped to a Gladiator Beast monster, buffs it by 300 attack. And then if that monster is shuffled back into the deck from my side of the field, this card will be sent to the graveyard, but then is returned to my hand. And we have 3 copies of Gladiator Beast Battle Halberd. So this gets equipped to a Gladiator Beast. When it attacks, I can destroy 1 spell or trap at the end of the damage step. And then it has the same return to the hand effect that the Battle Gladius has. A bit of a draw card here. I have 2 copies of Gladiator Beast Respite. So this can let me take any 2 Gladiator Beast cards from my hand into the deck and then draw 3 cards instead. For some classic back row then, we've got some enemy controllers to stop some battles. We've got Monster Reborn. We've got Defensive Tactics, new trap card. I mentioned earlier with Secutor. Battle Tactics, if I have a face-up Gladiator Beast monster for the rest of the turn, monsters I control cannot be destroyed by battle, and any battle damage taken is reduced to 0. And then after this resolves, Defensive Tactics gets put to the bottom of the deck. 2 Force Back for monster removal and Judgment, so if he tries some back row removal, he can get burned for that. 1 copy in the side deck of Double Summon. I don't know how effective this is going to be in this deck, but I have it here just in case. 3 copies of Gladiator's Return. So if I have 3 Gladiator Beast cards in the graveyard, which at that rate means I'm losing in battles, or he's popping monsters, and I don't want that because then they don't get shuffled back into the deck. I can't use the effects. But if that happens, I can shuffle all 3 into the deck, draw 1 card. The next 2 cards, I have 3 copies of each. One is Disarm, so they're both counter traps, but Disarm lets me return a Gladiator Beast card from hand to the deck, negate the activation and effect of a spell card and destroy it. Parry is the exact same card, but it's a counter trap that negates the effect and activation of a trap card. Finally, we have Phoenix Wing Wind Blast and Regeki Break. So this is just some more removal in case I need it. Going into the extra deck then finally, we have 2 copies of, give me here, YuGiOh Diaz. He requires Spartacus and 1 other Gladiator Beast monster. He works the same way the Neos Fusions do. They get summoned from the extra deck by returning the cards I control to the deck, no poly, and when he destroys a monster by battle, sends it to the graveyard, I can inflict damage to the opponent equal to the defense of the destroyed monster. So not quite piercing, but if he has a higher defense monster or anything above, like, you know, if he's playing like Knight Assailant, anything higher than that would be pretty good to beat over. And then at the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, I can send it back to the extra deck and special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, so I can get what I used back. And then finally, the Beast monster himself, the boss, Heraklinos. So he requires Quarry and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, same summoning usage, and then during either player's turn, when a spell or trap card is activated, discard a card, negate the activation, and destroy it. That is not once per turn. That could come in handy if I can actually get him onto the board. So that's basically my deck. It's Gladiator Beast, not quite turbo, but beat down for sure. Attempted anyway. As well as trying to control his back row with some of the effects. I have never played Gladiator Beast before. That will probably come across in the duel. I'll probably have to read a lot, which I'm not really known for sometimes. But you know, we're gonna get out there. We're gonna see how this goes, and hopefully we can pull one out.
All right, guys, we're back. I got a deck profile here to show you, but question first.
Are you not entertained?
Well, if so, hit the like button. Help us out here. Come on. Today's episode, I'm playing Gladiator Beast. Sort of. Kind of. Mostly. I'm missing some pieces, but I think I found a way to work around it. So it's not pure Gladiator Beast, but it is mostly the bulk of the deck. So to go over the card by card, we're playing one Saber Beetle. I wanted a Tribute summoned, and it has piercing damage, so it kind of goes with the theme of, you know, battle phase. We're playing 3 of the Ox card. If it's special summoned by a Glad Beast, it can attack twice. Playing 3 Bestiari. If this is special summoned from a Glad Beast, I get to target a spell or trap and destroy it. 3 of the Rhino. If it's specialed, it gets 24 defense instead of 21. And 3 Secutor. This card is a little bit different because it needs to be special summoned from a Glad Beast to even get the effect to go through. Unlike the others, where all they have to do is just go to battle phase and not die. But this card can special summon 2 from the deck, which actually makes it very unique and quite powerful. To give the deck a little bit of extra backbone, I'm playing 3 Cyber Dragon. So I kind of want to always go second with this deck, just because I want to have the battle phase for the Glad Beast. Or if I have Cyber Dragon, the Cyber Dragon can at least bait some cards out when Cody goes first. We're playing 2 copies of the Test Ape. I don't love this card, but it is a way to access some of our Gladiator Beasts when it gets destroyed, and then I can at least have a follow-up play on the next turn. And I have only 1 copy of Test Tiger, but I think 1 copy is all we really need. Test Tiger is just crazy for a deck like this. So if I have a Glad Beast, I can special summon it from my hand, and then it has the effect to where I can tribute it, and then target a other face-up Glad Beast that I have, shuffle it into the deck, and then special a Glad Beast from the deck, and then the effect considers itself being special summoned by a Glad Beast effect. So whatever it is I special summon, I get to actually trigger its effect. Finally, for our monsters, I'm playing 2 copies of Tribe Infecting Virus. I think that this card is very useful in a deck like this because everything else is so eccentric around the battle phase. I wanted something that doesn't have to do with the battle phase, but it is still threatening for Cody's board. So yeah, just discard a card, destroy all monsters that he has of a declared type. For our spells, we're playing 2 copies of Halberd. You equip it only to a Gladiator Beast, but when it attacks, I get to destroy a spell or a trap. And the Gladius, it actually buffs the monster by 300. And both of these cards share the same effect to where if the Glad Beast were to tag out and then special another one from deck, these cards would initially just fall off, but then they get returned to hand. We're playing 1 copy of Gladiator's Return. I don't love this card because it targets 3 Gladiator Beast cards in the graveyard, shuffles all 3 into the deck, and then draw 1 card. Because the goal of the deck is to get these to, you know, tag out special from deck and then shuffle the other one into the deck, you don't actually want your Glad Beast cards to go in the graveyard. But if you're in a pickle and my cards are getting blown up, I can at least use this card, shuffle 3 back, and, you know, gain an additional card. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Instant Fusion, 3 Rush Recklessly. Again, we want to do things in the battle phase, so being able to activate this during the damage step could catch him off guard. We're playing 2 copies of a counter trap called Parry. I can return a Gladiator Beast card from my hand to the deck, negate a trap, and destroy it. Along with another counter trap in Disarm. Does the same thing except with spell cards. And then 2 copies of Defensive Tactics. So I've never seen this card before, ever. I've seen some of the Gladiator Beast cards, but never this one. Yep, pretty much if you control a Gladiator Beast monster for the rest of the turn, monsters I control cannot be destroyed by battle. I take no battle damage, and then this card recycles itself to the bottom of the deck instead. We're playing 2 copies of Force Back. Again, I think this card is really showing its value. And 1 Calm Pulse. For the side deck, I'm still side decking the system down because I am scared of the machines that Cody has access to. 1 Clock Tower Prison. Again, I still want to see this card actually get all 4 counters on it. And plus, since we have stuff to do with the battle phase, sometimes a trick that you can do with this deck is that if your opponent has a monster in defense, you can still run your Glad Beast into it and still lose the battle, but you won't lose the monster, so you can still tag out. 1 Heavy Storm, only side decking it because I don't want to blow up my own back row. 3 Bait Doll, just in case he's playing something that revolves a lot of back row. I'm also playing the Ancient Gear package in here with the 2 Golem and 3 Castle. And finally, Swords of Concealing Light. Again, I plan on going second every time. So if he has a big guy on the field, I can just activate this, put it in defense, and then hopefully my Glad Beast can run over in defense. For the side deck, I'm playing one YuGiOh Diaz and one Heraclinos. So unfortunately, I can't actually make these cards because I did not get the Laquari or the Spartacus, but I have them, so I'm just going to throw them in here. Finally, we're playing the 1000 Eyes to go with the one copy of Instant Fusion. It'd be nice to actually see this card resolve with full effect, unlike the last time, but again, this card is still really scary with Instant Fusion. So that's the deck. I've never actually played Glad Beast before, but I know how the deck works, and I also know the weaknesses that the deck has. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to pull more of the better monsters for the deck, but I think overall this should be a very fun strategy to play, and hopefully we can get a win from it. All right, buddy, here we are, game one.
Game one.
How you feeling today about today's game?
Pretty good. You know, again, I'm excited to see what I got. I pulled fairly well for a specific archetype, so I figured, you know what, might as well try it.
Trying something new?
Oh yeah, brand new. Like I said at the top, haven't used really anything from this this set before. So as far as the big archetypes go, so yeah, it's all new to me.
Well, it's going to be pretty much the same for both of us then. There's going to be a slight learning curve because I am also playing something that I've never played before.
All right, so get ready, guys. Lots of misplays, lots of weird pauses and cuts from ruling lookups. Gonna be a good episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep a close eye for like cheating or misplays.
You'll do it for us.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments. All right, I took
After
a
you
roll.
hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button and then leave a comment about us cheating.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna choose this one.
Damn.
It was meant to be. I'm gonna go first.
All right. Good luck, bud.
Yep. We're gonna go standby 2 main.
All right.
I love when the neighbor just has their dog outside and just yips for endlessly.
All right.
Yeah, this one's like yip, 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 and like everything.
Is it an ankle biter?
It's a tiny little. It's not a chihuahua, but it's a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
I could easily punt it across the street.
Sometimes I want to.
All right, we're gonna get a set. We're gonna get a set. We're gonna pass over to you.
All right, I'm gonna draw. Standby 2 main.
You're good.
Oh, I know I'm good. You know why? I have Cyber Dragon.
Cyber Dragon.
I'm gonna go battle.
Okay.
Let's go in there.
That will be my Gladiator Beast.
Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna leave battle. I take it you're gonna use the effect.
I am.
All right. Let's see what you got.
That will go to top deck, and I can special summon from deck.
And just enough defense too. That's crazy.
I know, right? Again, I haven't played this before, so bear with me.
That's completely fine. There's lots of different targets. Just wait until we get the next wave of support for these cards. You're gonna have even more targets.
We're gonna do Spartacus.
God damn.
Okay.
So you can
You are
add.
leaving battle phase then.
Yeah.
When this card is special summoned, add 1 Gladiator Beast equipped spell card from deck to hand. Okay, I'll declare that.
Sure.
We're gonna pull Battle Gladius.
All
and
right.
then when the equipped monster is returned from your side of the field to the deck, and this card is sent to the graveyard, return this card to your hand.
Right. Okay. All right. So we're in main phase 2 now. Let's go ahead and I will set 1 and I'll set 2. I'll just pass it back.
Okay. All right, I'll go standby 2 main. I'm going to start with a set. Normal summon Demakari.
That is fine.
Okay. And then I'm going to activate Battle Halberd and equip it to Spartacus.
On activation, I'm going to chain Compulse targeting.
Okay.
All right.
Now what do I do?
I don't know. I was hoping that was gonna slow you down quite a bit.
Well, I can do this. Let's activate Battle Gladius, equip it to Demakari.
So that would buff it by 3, putting it at 19.
Yes. He has response.
Thinking about it, yeah. Let's go ahead and I'll activate Disarm.
Disarm. Return one Gladiator Beast card from your hand to the deck. Negate the activation of spell card, destroy it. Okay.
All right, so that resolves.
You're playing Gladiator Beast too then.
I'm gonna put the quit spell back into my deck.
Okay, cool. We got a mirror match kind of.
We do. But who built it better?
Yeah, well, you already did something I didn't do, which was throw Cyber Dragon in.
I wanted to be aggressive.
So, I guess so. I guess I just have to end there then.
All right, I like to see it. I will draw. We'll go standby to main. All right, let's see here. Let's just try it again. I'll go battle.
Okay.
And I'll swing in.
I'm going to activate enemy controller on that.
Okay.
Switch to defense.
I'll go to main phase. Let's go ahead and normal summon.
Ooh.
Tribe infecting virus.
God. Jesus. What the fuck is your deck?
Is that all right?
You're definitely, yeah, you're definitely not playing a straight up Gladiator Beast deck then.
I'll declare the effect.
Declare one type. Okay. You're declaring Beast then?
I'm gonna declare beast, and for my discard, I'll get rid of defense tactic, and I will pass the turn.
Standby to main.
Sure.
Pass.
All right, I will draw. So standby to main. Let's go ahead and we'll switch this back to attack, and I'll go battle phase. 21.
Okay.
16. And I'll pass.
All right. You like to see it. Stand by to main. I'm gonna activate Gladiator Beast for spite.
Shuffle 2 from your hand into the deck, draw 3.
I'll put, so I'll do that and that, and then I'll top deck them. So shuffle. Let's get a U shuffle going. Let's do like 5 times just to be safe.
Yeah, you never know.
Okay. And then we'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I guess I gotta get in there with a set.
Okay.
And then I gotta pass to you.
All right, I will draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's try doing this. I'm going to sack off for Saber Beetle.
Okay.
All right. And let's go battle.
Okay. Okay. So that would take a 300.
Yes.
And you go bye-bye.
And then I'll do 16. And that's all I got.
Okay. Standby to main. I'm gonna get a normal summon in there. Gladiator Beast. La Quinta. I'm gonna call him La Quinta.
Laquari.
Like the hotel chain.
All right.
Then I'm going to activate Gladiator Beast's Battle Gladius, equipping it to him, to La Quinta.
Okay. So 21.
So he's at 21. Okay, we go battle. We attack Tribe Infecting Virus.
This is for 500 damage. You tagging out.
I want to go for a gamble, and no. I will proceed to end phase.
All right. I will draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's activate Monster Reborn, targeting virus.
Do I just hit a mid-defeat now?
If you want.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Decision is yours once again.
You're definitely not playing a straight-up Gladiator Beast strategy.
I didn't even summon a Gladiator Beast in this one.
Go first.
All right.
I feel like anytime giving you setup is just my death sentence. Stand by to main. I'm going to start with Respite. I'm going to throw...
Ash Blossom.
I'm going to throw Dibakari and Dibakari back to deck. 1, 2, 3. Be gone. Let's get a set. Set. And a set. I will pass to you.
All right, I will draw. So standby to main.
I do kind of want to tell you quick. When I was with Derek and Seth and them last night, Derek was like, "Hey, congratulations on the win, man, on Speed Duel." I was like, "You talking last week's episode, or did you watch this one for real quick?" He's like, "Oh, this week's episode." And so it's like, oh, you finally got a win in revision. I was like, oh no, 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 no. We don't do that here.
we don't win on revision.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with a normal summon. Populus Rhino.
I'm going to force back that.
Okay. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
All right. Stand by to main.
Sure.
I guess I normal summon La Curie,
Okay.
La Quinta, and I will equip the Battle Gladius to it. I'm going to flip Poplumus. We're gonna go to the battle phase.
Sure.
I'm gonna hit for 7.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna hit for 21.
I'll take it.
I will then end the battle phase, and I will, I guess, chain 1 La Curie, chain 2 Poplumus. Is that how that works?
No, they happen on separate chain link.
Okay, so I'll do Poplumus first then.
Sure.
Fire take kiss, and then I would do La Curie.
Are you gonna activate his on summon effect?
Yes, I will.
All right, just go ahead and do that.
Declare again patience with me. I am new to the game.
It's all right.
I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh before. This is my confession. I'll pull Battle Gladius.
These cards are around the time that me and you stopped playing.
I never saw these cards. I'd heard of the Gladiator Beast archetype, but I never saw these cards in person until I guess I still haven't. But
yeah.
Okay, then I'll do La Quinta. Flip deck. This will go back to hand. I'll pull a Hoplumus.
Be at 24.
Yes.
All right.
Then I'm going to shuffle them into the deck to special summon YuGiOh Diaz. I'm going to equip him. Oh, sorry, I'm main phase now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to equip him with the Battle Halberd and a Battle Gladius. And I will pass to you.
All right, I will draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's go ahead and let's normal summon Virus. you just sent him to the grave instantly.
I mean, what's the point? We're just speeding things along here.
I'm just gonna discard this. This is dead to me. And I'll just go battle. I'll hit you for 16.
You and your ability to pull your one-ofs.
This isn't a one-of.
You have multiple? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You crafted another one, didn't you?
Now I can't remember if I crafted it
I
if I got one.
crafted it.
I can't remember if it was that or if it was that I pulled one from the
3
pack
packs.
and then I got the additional 3.
Well, if that was the case, what a shit time for me to win a game. Well, I'm just gonna
Cry.
go to standby to main. I might.
Lost a lot of cards on that last play.
I might. I'll activate Coliseum Cage
Oh,
of the
wow.
Gladiator Beast,
Even has the field spell.
and I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will draw. So standby to main. Let's go ahead and I'll normal summon the Rhino. All right, and I'll special Test Tiger. I'll use its effect to tribute itself and target the Rhino, if that's okay.
I need to read what this does. You can choose this card to target one face of Gladiator Beast you control, shuffled into the deck. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right. We'll put this back into the deck, and time to go over my options now. I think there's like only one option that I really like in this situation. Let's go ahead and we'll special the Bestiari. And then I'll activate.
That's just a pop, right?
Yeah, I'll pop the set card.
That's fine. I can't use it anyway.
And then you also get a counter on the field spell, which then actually
Put it on there. There we go.
causes this one to be 100 bigger. And then I'll activate my equip spell and attach it to the Bestiari.
Okay.
And we'll go battle. 16 and 16.
Are you popping the field spell then, or no?
I will use the effect and pop the field spell.
You idiot! You weakened your own monster.
It's not going to stick around. I'm actually going to use its effect then to tag out So I'll put this back to hand. I'll put this back to deck. And from here, we're going to go for the hippo. I know it's not a hippo, but
it's quite literally a rhino in the photo. But
its name would suggest otherwise.
yeah.
You think they would give it like a different name if it was going to be a rhino?
Yeah, well, they probably were thinking like Rhydon, but that was taken by Pokemon, so.
I'm going to set a card and pass it back.
They're like, what about Rhyhorn? Fuck. Is that fine?
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, trust me, if I had something, I'd be flapping that shit as soon as you hit draw.
Well, you're about to.
What you got?
Because now I summon Stecutor.
Okay.
Okay. Then I activate Battle Gladius.
That is fine.
Look at the power. Just try and hit me.
Won't be hard. Stand by 2 main. Yeah, I guess we just end it, right? I mean, wait, that's not enough damage though. How would I do it? Okay, yeah, it is over then. We're just going to...
That's what you think.
This is a reptile, so yeah, I'll just declare the effect and I'll discard a card and I'll pop the dude. And then I'm just going to normal and put everything to attack, and we're gonna go battle. I'll hit you for 7, 15, and game.
You've activated my trap card.
Admit
I turned the minus into a plus.
Different dimension wall. All right, Glad Beast, man.
Yeah, you took a way different approach than I did.
Hell yeah. What were you doing? Like, it seems like it was fairly pure.
It was 100% pure. I'm more interested in yours, personally.
Yeah, mine was
Rush, Tribe, Bait Doll, Compulse. Yeah, yours was all over the fucking place compared to mine.
Bait Doll was a side deck card. As soon as I saw that you were playing this, the monsters themselves can't do enough on their own. They need spells and traps to support them. And so as soon as like I saw you're playing this, Bait Doll was just an easy side deck card, because as soon as I get rid of your back row, if it's just a generic interruption, I can feel more free to just go about my plays. But if it is a battle trick, I can just out those cards if you were hoping for that battle trick to keep your monster alive.
Yeah, I don't have that in my main deck right now.
But I only have the one test tiger, so I just threw that in there. I threw in like a lot of the Glad Beasts that I could have access to. I don't think that I actually have the like bigger main deck cards, but it wasn't enough like monster count that I actually liked. So then I threw in originally 3 copies of the test ape, but then that's when I realized that I had the test tiger. So then I threw in that and took out a test ape.
Yeah, you don't have any of the larger main deck monsters.
Yeah. Well, like they also kind of just they suck to draw too. I don't have the draw 3 card that you have, but I wanted a tribute monster, so I threw in Saber Beetle. You know, it does piercing, so it kind of goes with the theme of having to deal with the battle phase. Cyber Dragon, just, you know, a scary card going second. And then Tribe Infectoring, just because this is a monster that can out the monsters without having to go to battle. So I wanted that flexibility there.
Yeah, I did not miss that card. I will just let you know that.
Yeah.
Did not miss Tribe Infected Virus.
Yeah, it's a good card, man.
That is a card I am sorely missing, or sorely sad I did not get. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I did not pull Test Tiger. I don't have him, but I pulled pretty much everything else, honestly.
Yeah, you have the Murmillo. That's a card that I also missed out on, and this is actually a pretty good card to have for Glad Beast. And you also have Spartacus, which I don't have, which you actually need for the fusion. Which just
well, do you have the Quinta?
Just to show you.
Do you have the Quinta? Oh, you have him too. Oh, nice. Is the other one Thousand Eyes? Because I saw instant fusion there.
I threw them. Well, yeah, the other one's Thousand Eyes. The other one, this is the part that sucks because I pulled both of these. I can't make a single one of them.
Yeah, you don't. Do you not have Laquari?
I don't even have Laquari.
Man,
which hurts a lot.
If you look at my deck now, so I have another one, and I also have him.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I pulled almost every Gladiator Beast card. Not full sets of each one, but I pulled pretty much all of them.
Right.
Except for some of the other support monsters.
Well, once we get like the next wave of support for these,
but...
like this would be like a pretty decent strategy. The Quarry's a pretty decent one. I played max copies of the Secutor just because I needed names. But this is typically like a one of. So is like Murmillo. That's like a one of. Your typical, like, I think a Glad Beast hand that you would want to see is like one, maybe two names, and then just like back row that you can have set to be disruptions.
Yeah, that was one thing I never really drew into was disruption. I think I drew like one or two of them.
Like even,
yeah, I drew one force back and one enemy controller. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think like even the equip spells, I was just playing them just because they're names. But the cards themselves, like, they're not honestly that great. Like, in my mind, it's like if the monsters already have the gimmick to deal with the battle phase, I want the other cards around the archetype to not be about the battle phase so much. I mean, like, you can run into those issues that you ran into where, like, you had a Glad Beast and a equip spell, but, like, the Glad Beast you had was, like, the smaller one. It was, yeah, the Secutor. But this was also the first time I ever read Defensive Tactics, and this is actually a pretty good card for this archetype.
Yeah, that's why I had Secutor in here, because I was, like, obviously I would probably need to use Defensive Tactics to have him work properly.
Yeah.
Well, I think to answer your question from earlier, who built the better Gladiator Beast deck? Clearly it was me.
What?
Mine's pure.
It is pure and it lost.
Yeah, it's a better Gladiator Beast deck. Yours is just a better deck.
I have lots of Gladiator Beasts in this deck.
Yeah, but you're not relying on just them.
Well, because if I did, I would have lost.
Mine's the better Gladiator Beast deck. Yours is Gladiator Beast and Asshole Friends. I
had another copy of the two counter traps for Glad Beast in here, but I sided them out for the bait dolls. It was like I sided out one of those, yeah, one of each of the counter traps, and then I sided out the defensive tactics. Like all those cards, I was all playing at 2. That way I could get in like the 3 copies of bait doll. There was like other cards in my side deck that I was considering, but because I already had like so many Glad names in here, I just thought that it would probably mess with the ratios if I threw in like additional cards. Yeah, overall, a interesting archetype. It was also interesting to see that we both decided to play the same deck.
I just did it better.
Time will tell.
Speaking from a strictly archetypal stance, you know, I remained true to myself. I didn't let the fame and the glory get to me and change who I am as a person.
And this also just goes to show that for some reason, when it comes to you and pulling cards, if it has anything to do with the extra deck, like you get everything.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to like main deck staples, I kind of miss out sometimes.
All right, we are back here again at the loser's wheel. Sorry, Cody, again for putting you here.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Craft a common.
Oh, great.
Is there another name that you missed out on?
I get double fucked in this episode. I don't even know, because...
Or maybe a common for another archetype that you're also interested in trying out?
Tell you what, there are 48 commons. So I did get at least one copy of all 48 of them.
Oh, so you can at least finish a playset or bump something up to 2.
Well, there's one. Yeah, I know what I'm going to craft. It's not great, but I only have 2 of it, and third is fine, I guess.
All right, let's go over to the winner's wheel.
Hey, at some point, you want to do like a hair versus hair match? Pro wrestling this shit.
Hell yeah, man, let's do it. What do we
gotta
got
make
here?
we gotta make it like speed duel, and then set some ground rules though. So then where it's like more like, or we could just do a random one-off episode, set some ground rules ahead of time, and do that like a challenge or something. You
want to buy a shirt and not wash it and just keep passing it back and forth?
It's gonna be super stretched or super ripped next time you get it, but
well, we'll buy it for your size, and I'll still have to wear it.
A nightgown.
Yeah. So I landed on Craft and Ultra.
Oh, look at you.
I don't even know what's all in here.
I'll tell you, I have the page up already.
I have it here.
You have the choice of Abyssal King Shark, Dragon Ice, Enishi, Frosted Flame Dragon, Necroface, Rainbow Dragon, Venomanaga, and then the Evil Hero fusions.
I know it's not very good, but I actually do like the Venom cards, but I don't think it's worth the craft on making that.
I was gonna say, are you gonna craft Venomanaga? Go try to make it work and give me the ultimate bitch slap you can.
I don't even think I have the king, so like if you don't have king, you can't even make the queen.
Yeah.
I don't know what my evil heroes look like for like the lower rarity stuff.
Yeah, I don't have either one either.
But there's 2 options in there. I missed out on the other 6 samurai cards, so like I can finally get a bigger monster for 6 sams now.
Do you have Miracle Fusion? Or I guess not. Do you have Dark Fusion, I mean?
I'm not sure.
Because if you have Dark Fusion, you have to have the pieces for at least Infernal Wing.
Well, because like, so Malicious Edge, that's a super. I don't know if I have that. And then like for the rares, there's only like the other guy, the Infernal Gainer. Yeah, because like that's the only evil hero stuff that we have besides the fusions are those 2 cards. Yeah, I'll have to go over my options with this because again, I didn't get any of the boss monsters for 6 SAMs, so like this could be my chance of getting some type of a boss monster for that archetype.
Yeah, make it playable.
You know, Ill Blood might come up in the future, so like maybe I don't play it right away, but I could craft it and just keep it for a while until I decide to use it. Well, that's going to bring it into this episode. Thanks again for watching. Again, if you like the video, like, comment down below, tell us what you think. We want to see your feedback. We will reply. Consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date for more content just like this. We do revision once a week, and we do Too Fast, Too Duelist once a week with the occasional Master Duel video as well. Cody, closing thoughts?
Yeah, consider charitable donations to my attempt to pay a high-end YouTuber to coach me. I did create that Discord. We could use that. We could have a Discord.
Yeah.
That Duelist Kingdom that I created for us.
Yeah.
We could make that the official Discord of the channel.
That's up
People
to you,
like,
man.
People like Antonio and stuff who keep commenting, they could come in and join us.
Yeah, I love Antonio. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Talking about like Maxi. I don't want to ban you. What would I do without you?